Some 24,000 occupants of government housing units thought tonight will be their last here in Pandi, Bulacan. But until now, they can't still believe their luck. The government has withdrawn its eviction order. So the occupants are now planning how they will furnish their what they call new homes. But this is just the first step of what seems to be a long and winding process. After KADAMAY members barricaded their homes and nearby roads, anticipating possible forcible removal from the government housing units they illegally occupied in Pandi, Bulacan, the National Housing Authority took back its eviction notices. The occupants, numbering some 24,000 people, are now one step closer to claiming the units as theirs legally.
Maraming salamat. Masaya po kami doon.
Russell Lilang is now planning to remake every detail of what he calls his future home sweet home.
Papagawa namin yung mga bintana na yan. Yan, lalagyan nyo. Yung kulang nito, bubuuin namin.
But it seems to be a daunting task as there's no water supply. It's a walk of 5 kilometers just to fetch water from a tanker. Power supply is non-existent. The roof made of corrugated iron sheets is not enough to repel the sun's heat. And the windows have no screens. That's why Marilu Panungas battles with huge mosquitoes each night.
Nagkakatol po kami kahit alam mong bawal talaga sa akin yung katol kasi may sakit din ako sa puso. Pero wala po kaming choice eh. Kaysa na matulog kami na dengue din naaabutin, mag-test kami sa katol.
Even if others would say this is a living hell, for Lilang and Panungas, it's better than being homeless. They're also willing to process the necessary papers and pay the monthly rent of a few hundred pesos.
Pero hindi naman po siguro masyadong mabigat sa amin yan. Basta ang importante maging legal kami, magkaayos kami, magiging maayos yung paninirahan namin.
But a half hour later, after our interview with Panungas, we found her in tears. She says her ID was confiscated by a KADAMAY group official for saying she's willing to pay for rent. And she says they should insist for free housing instead when talking to the media. She now fears being evicted by KADAMAY itself.
Ako yung nalaman na kung para lang sa lahat, kung gusto nyo, wala naman yung sa totoo lang kaya yung campaign yan, kung gusto nyo libre lahat, hindi mo makakabing kung gusto nyo campaign.
Nakasundoan na po natin na wala magpapa-interview. Tama na, usapan!
The KADAMAY group official who refused to give his name confirmed the allegation. He says a few hundred pesos may be too small for some, but still too big for them.
Isa po sa pinaglalaban namin doon, yung libreng pabahay talaga ng gobyerno. Kaya sinabihan namin siya na dapat, kung anong pinaglalaban natin, dapat i-push natin yan.
Now, as you can see behind me, KADAMAY members are still not removing their barricades despite the National Housing Authority taking back its eviction order. Well, KADAMAY members say that anything could still happen, so it's still better to be safe than sorry. Back to you.
Rex, aside from the fear of eviction, what are their other concerns?
They say they can still celebrate fully for two reasons. First, they still worry on how will they eat for in the following days because a number of them here, just like Marilu and Russell, they say that they lost their jobs because of taking care of their units that they occupied. And second, some of them here are still clueless on how they will process their papers, necessary documents for the units so they can pass the screening process for qualified beneficiaries in April. Back to you.
Rex Remitio there reporting from Pandi, Bulacan. We'll have more local stories.